Welcome to my channel Swiftland. This tutorial is complete concept of Access database, such as how to create table in Access database, how to create queries in Access database, how to create forms in Access database, and finally how to create report in Access database. With example, next tutorial is how to connect Access database in Visual Studio using C#. This is the Access database in Visual Studio. If you don't subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe and press the bell icon for upcoming videos. First of all, start Access database. In that case, go to Microsoft Office 2013 Access. You can use 2010 or 7. Okay. Now I'm just first of all create a new folder. Creating a folder in the desktop. The name of this folder is accessdb tutorial. Okay. Now my database and others file I will stored in this folder. This is access database. Name the database. Put a name for the database. The database name is mytestdb.accdb. Select location. Select desktop in the left hand and select access db tutorial and my test db access db. Okay. Now just click on create. Yes. My database is created. In this database I will show how to create table, how to create join, how to create query, report and forms as well. Okay, you have to save to go to the design of this table. Click on the design view. Name the name for table name, like table name is student info tab. Click on OK. Yes, my table is created. Its default id is auto incremental number. You can rename it as student id is auto number, and no need to put id. It will auto incremental. And put name is a reversed word. If you use the name you may face an error in this field. Okay, now delete this record and change the name. Student name instead of name stu underscore name. And short text is it will take 255 character, and if you use long text it will be allowed more than 255 characters. Okay, now add third field is student address. Address is long text. Yes, usually address is more than 255 character. In that case you can put it as you demand. Now class is short text, and I will add some text. I will make it as combo words. In that case go to the lookup wizard and click on I will type in the value that I want. Okay, now here class is fixed. So suppose you have 6 to 10, so you can fix it with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like combo box or drop down. Okay, next, and then finish. Okay, done. Now id name address class, and this is student stu underscore fig student fig. In the student fig definitely it will attachment, it will say picture or image. Okay, I just make the data type is attachment, and this is student profile. The student profile is definitely it will link by Facebook link or have some web address where can see his profile. So it is hyperlinked data type. And open it, save and open. Now I'm adding a record is student id is auto incremental, so it's one from start from one, and student name John, and student address is USA. Okay, now class, select class. See that 6, 7, 8, 19 it displays as combo box. How? because I have added is a short text, data type short text, and then I have used lookup widget. Okay, now class is okay 6, and I am adding image. My image is in the desktop folder is accdb. There are three images: Jack, John, and Swift. I will add this image in the record. First is John, so I will add the image of John. Double click and click on add. Go to the location desktop accessdb tutorial, open and click on John. Click open and then click OK. Yes, the image is added. You see in the first break one. I mean one image is added, and write link that display as hyperlink. What you write here, it will display as a hyperlink, and it will work as clickable. Okay, www.facebook.com Sweetlan. Now second record. I'm adding second record. Second record is, yes, second record is Jack. Address is USA and class 9. Okay, add image as usual, same Jack. Okay, and you can add also profile link if available. If there is no link, then you can keep it blank. Okay, now see that student address is usually USA, so we can fix it as default value USA means no need to put the address in every record. It will be by default. This is that USA. If I add third record, the USA is no need to put USA address as address because of its default value. It's come from as default value. Okay, now Swift admits, yes, the link is working. If you have link, just put link. I am just showing how to use different type of data type in Access database. Okay, now fourth record, student name John, USA, class 7. I don't put any picture and profile. Okay, now go to the design view, adding a field in this table. After doing many things in the table, then you may need to add another field. In that case, I am just showing how to add more field. Yes, other info is added, and now I am gonna add one more record with other info. Rocky, stew name Rocky, stew address USA its default, and class is 10. Image, if you have image, I'm just ignore the spelled image and the student profile, but the other info is very intelligent Rocky, very intelligent, it's other info. Okay, now I'm going to show how to delete field and record. So to delete field, go to the design view. Yes, now I'm just deleting other info field. Delete rows, yes, the field is deleted. And now how to remove the record, how to delete a record, just select the record and just click on delete record. Yes, are you sure? Yes, yes, done. Okay, now I'm going to create one more table. The first table is student info, and this table is for student payment table. Name the table name is student payment tab. Okay, this is the payment table. Field name is okay, this is child table. Student payment table is child table, so the parent table is student info tab. So first column is payment id, this is auto number, and the second column is student id, which come from student info tab, because we will join with the student payment table with student info tab though student id. So student id is the number, and month is reverse word, so change the month. pay month and short text and lookup wizard. I'll type value. Yes, value is month January, February, March. Yes, April, May, June. Yes, it's enough. Next, finish. Okay, now it will display as a combo box when I'll adding record in the student payment tab. Okay, now pay month, pay amount. This field is a pay amount and it should be currency. Amount is a currency type, so select currency. Yes, the currency. Yeah, currency format can be euro, dollar, and only number. So this is just selecting dollar, dollar format currency. Okay, it's done. Pay amount, and you can select default value, validation rule, validation text. Record is if you select is yes, then it should be mandatory to fill up the field. Okay, pay amount, no, payable amount. This field would be payable amount. Okay, now paid amount. How much payable and how much paid. Paid amount. Paid amount is it's also currency. It's also currency format is dollar, and finally due. After paid, uh, payable minus paid amount. It will display the due amount. Due, you can see the format third brackets field name minus third bracket second field name. The my first field name is payable amount, which deduct from which deduct paid amount deduct from payable amount. So payable amount minus start third bracket paid amount, third bracket, click on OK. Yes, in the DU it will display the payable amount minus the paid amount. Then finally paid date. Paid date is date time format. Select date time data type, and you can put input mask. If you use first of all save the table first. Okay, it's saved, and now you can select long time, short date, short time, medium date. Okay, now I am just selecting short date. Next, yes, short date is as like displaying finish. Okay, now right click the student payment tab and go to the design view. Oh sorry, go to the open. Yes, must save. Yes. Okay, now student payment ID is auto incremental and student ID is 1. I have already have student ID in the student info table. Okay, payment month January and payable amount 1000. This is default. I have default value 1000. So and paid amount 500 and due is 1000. Due is 500 because 1000 minus 500 equal to 500, and paid date, see that as our input mask it's displaying the date format. Okay, but there is no displaying calendar. If you want to display calendar at inserting record, just remove the input mask and then save, then go to the table and open. Yes, now if you want to insert any record in the date column, you can see the date time data type will display a calendar, like look like calendar 1000, and paid amount is also 1000. So the due is 0, and yes, now it displaying calendar, and you can select the date from the calendar type. Okay, now yes, this is first record student ID 1, student ID 2, and the third record is also student ID 1, and the pay month is February. Where the first record pay month is January, and this is February 1000, and the paid amount 800, due is 200, and the date also as well, and the student ID 3, the pay month February 1000, and paid amount 500, due also 500, and select date. You can select date, you can move any month from January to February, February to March, as like a calendar. Okay, now I'm gonna create a relation with the two table, student info and student payment. In that case, just click on relation and click student info and click on add, and student payment, click on add. Yes, to make relation, just click on child tables field student id and drag and drop on the student info tab and student id. Here you can see that this is like number one is the inner join, both record must be equal, and number two include all records from student info tab and only those record from student payment tab where the join fields are equal. I'm just selecting second option. A third option is student all records student payment tab and only those record from student info. Just click on ok, and by clicking second record, and you can see uh, okay, now create relation is created. Okay, now create a query with the table. Now I'm going to create a query which display the data using both table student info and student payment. Just click on query and student info student payment tab add. Yes, now see that it's displaying as joining. Okay, student id, student name, student address and class. Just double click which field you want to display in first, and after that and after. Okay, now payable amount, pay month, pay amount, due, student fee. Okay, now my query is ready. Query is just defined. Name the query. Query name is uh, query for, oh sorry, query based on due. Okay, you can make ascending short. Short is ascending based on student id. Query result will display those record where due amount greater than 0. To make the due amount greater than 0, just in the criteria field, due greater than 0, just put due greater than 0. Query based on due, just click on open. Okay, it's already opened. Oh, before open you should close all the table, student info tab, student payment tab and relationship. Okay, now just open. Yes, see that in the three records have due 800, 500, 500, but where the due is 0, it's not displaying in that query based, because of we have a criteria, the query due greater than 0. So you can make this query, and I am adding one more query by using query wizard. You can use simple query, cross step and duplicate and from unmatched query, whatever you want. See that the table query based on due. This query are making based on the what I have selected query based on due. You can select table, you can select query uh, here, and yes, next, finish. Okay, this is the second query what I created now. Query result will display those record where class equal to 6. In that case, in the criteria row, just put 6 in the class column. Okay, now open. Yes, where the class is 6, the query just displaying where the class is 6. Okay, yes, these are the query based on due and student info. And this is one more query result will display those record where student name equal to John. This is just this query will display only that record where the name is John. Okay, just double click to add the field in the query. Student ID, name, class, pay month, payable amount, paid amount, due, paid date, student fee. Okay. Now the criteria is John. Where the name is John, the query will display that result. Where the where the student name is John, and name the query. The query name is query based on ID. Okay. Now open. This is just John. Where the name is John, it is displaying that record where the name is John. Okay. Now creating forms. How to create forms in Access database. Go to the create menu and go to the form, blank form. For you can use for form, it's the default form. Resize, you can redesign it. Like the image is in the down, you can make it an up after student ID, student fixer. Okay, this is default. The form name is form based ID. Okay, the form is created. I don't keep the form in my database. It's not looking nice for me because I cannot modify is as my requirement. So I just delete this form and I'm gonna show how to modify, how to create a form with allowed modifying. In that case, go to the form widget. Yes, create menu form widget and see that table query based on DO. This form will created based according to the query based on DO query. Click the field available in the query based on DO. You can select all the record by double arrow by clicking double arrow. Okay, now click next. Column, tabular, what format you choose, just select the options. I'm just selecting column. Click on next. Modify the form's design. Yes, if you select modify the form design, you can modify the form uh, after creation. Okay, now you can name the name. You can name the of this form. Name is details of student. Okay, now just click finish. Yes, the form is created. Now you can modify this form, like the image is in the bottom. You can place this image and resize this image. uh, Place this image in right side of this form. Yes, I resize this image and I will place it in the right side of this form. To place this image in the right side of this form, you should make the make smaller of this object, text object, student name and student address. Because of our student name and address is not so much not very much uh, much characters, much words. So okay, now this is the student fig I have added in the right side of the student details information form. Okay, now yes, view, see that the form is now look like ID, name, address. Click on next. Yes, ID, name, address. You can manipulate, you can change record in this form like class. Yeah, saved, it's saved. Now close. See that here is John, Jack, Swift, John, 4 records. But in the uh, forms it displaying 2 records because of the forms are created based on query based on du query. That's why. Okay, now you can change the class in the form. This is the form and looking nice. Okay, they can print it also. Let's see the print preview. Yes, the print preview is look like uh, student form. So you can make it zoom close. Okay, now you can change record. You can change month February to May. You can change image also. Just click on image and add. Yes, save open and remove the first image. Click OK. Yes, the image also changed. You can change the image from the form also. Okay, now go to the design view. Yes, this is the design view. Now I'm gonna add some control. Adding command button. I'm just adding some command button in the form. Okay, now command button, see that there's different categories command button. I'm just using some command button. You can use as per your requirement. Okay, now I'm just adding find next command button. This is find next. Just click on next and click on here is an option fixer. You can add the fixer as your requirement from your computer. My computer. Okay, click on finish. Yes, this is the default image in the command button. You can use find operation in this command button and add more one more command button. This command button I will use for go to next record. Just click on go to next record, next finish. Yes, when you click this command button it will go the next record. Yes, and I'm gonna add some more command button. Yes, this is for previous record command button, and this command button is for it will be record print a form. Yes, this command button for print this form. When you click this command button it will display you the print pop-up, and the last command button is for close the form. Next finish. Yes, this command button is for close the form. Yes, now you can arrange it as you requirement, like in the below, top, or go to next, go to previous. Yes, it's working. uh, Next and previous, and if you click print it will display the print pop-up, and you can select the printer and photo landscape. Okay, now close. Are you sure you want to save change this form? Yes, yes, it's closed. Now creating report. To create report, go to the report wizard and select table or query for making report here. Okay, this is I'm just creating the report query based on due, paid amount. Yes, all the record I'm just I have added the student ID, name, class, pick. This is the header, and the details is pay amount, payable amount, paid day, paid amount, due. And you can use any group. I am just adding a group based on ID. In that case I am just do you want to add any grouping level? Yes, I am just adding a grouping level, and you can make here as a ascending descending order based on pay amount, payable amount, paid amount, due in the list. Okay, next here an option, summary option. In the summary option you can put the sum of payable amount, paid amount, and due. And you can in the summary option you can also select average, minimum, whatever you want. Okay, now portrait, landscape, you can select landscape. You select landscape, the report will be as landscape, and if you select portrait it will display as portrait. Next, modify the report design, select the modify the report design so that you can modify it later. Finish. Yes, my report is created. Okay, now see that the picture is look very long. Should resize the picture, and the group also work, but fade amount faded is not displaying the text because of the text object is smaller than character in that case. So I have to make it bigger than character so that the value will display perfectly. In that case, go to the report design. Yes, uh, design view. Yes, design view. First of all, make the picture as smaller. Yes, yes, picture is now a bit smaller. And per month, yes, I have to, you can resize this page, and you can also select the page like a4 letter a3, whatever you want. Okay, now student name, class, student pick, and just I am just arranging it in the report. Payable amount, yes, payable amount, and it's not looking even it's not looking. Yes, payable amount, paid amount, this is sum of payable amount, and sum of this is paid amount, sum of paid amount. Now go to the view. Yes, everything is looking, but one record is still not looking. So to display the that record also, just go to the design view and make the text object is bigger. Yes, some. Now view. All the record are shown, but one text object is still not displaying. Uh, yes, yes. This is this is the record. Oh, oh, it's count selecting. Yes, yes. Finally, I'm success. Yes, all records are shown perfectly. This is what I'm just showing you how to create reports, queries, forms, tables, etc. in Access database. I'm just adding one more report on the report widget with only 7 8 column. Okay, using student info tab. Okay, click on next. Yes. No grouping. I don't need any group. Okay, just click on next. Layout, stipend, orientation, landscape. Click on next. Yes. Preview. Modify the report design. Yes. Okay, finish. Okay, now my report is created and looking nice. Just resize this image. You can keep this image in original size. Yes. Now the report is looking very amazing. Thank you. Okay, now you can also print this report. The print is look like. Next tutorial is how to connect Access database in Visual Studio using C#